All right, all right. Okay. So, there's a huge spectrum of expectation when it comes to what CSULB FEA is supposed to offer. Granted, everyone is different, but I think that the reason why that spectrum is so varied is because there's no clarity into what a film school is supposed to actually do. I thought college would give me more. I knew at the age of 14 that I wanted to be a director with everything in me. I was on set and getting paid for camera operating and PAing, along with helping with operations at a film equipment facility at the age of 17. I started interning for a post-production facility, was submitting short films to festivals, and then I applied to college. To me, college would supercharge that base that I had built, or at least offer a utility to take my work to the next level. I honestly thought that this is what everyone wanted. But the response to my last video made it clear that expectations were all over the place, and mine was set very high. A professor even weighed in, saying that, and I quote, "College isn't supposed to teach you anything in the workforce. The point of a 4-year college is to teach you critical thinking skills and writing skills. It is not, nor should it ever be, a trade school. As I tell my students, nothing happens professionally until you enter your 30s. The thought of CSULB Film being a trade school scares the heck out of me. Remember, I went to college, studied psychology, then went to law school. I didn't learn how to try a case. Good law schools don't teach you to do anything. You learn everything on the job. So why should film school be any different? None of my academic work prepared me to become a screenwriter. I learned it all on my own, got a job, and learned the rest over several years. No one taught me anything in law school about film, and it didn't matter. College isn't ever about real-world skills in any industry. I hope this makes you feel a bit better about your experience, but tell me how you react to my thoughts here. I really care. Best R." So, I read this and everyone else's comments about 1,000 times. And something about my perspective started to change a little bit, honestly. As weird as this is to say, I feel like, it wasn't all so terrible. I'm not trying to walk anything back, but I'm not trying to walk anything back. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am, but I do feel kind of stupid, and I can admit that. Honestly, I think I'm just angry at myself to have been so naive as to believe that a certain amount of a network or resources or instruction would be there. I think because of this pandemic, I was reaching actually a really low point in my life. These are tough times, and I'm, I mean, as stupid as it sounds, I'm trying to get that YouTube money. So I attacked something that people loved, and I just don't necessarily know what to do with myself nowadays. I don't know what to do with my life. It all seems so big and out of my control, and that comes out in all these weird ways. And I thought this 10-part series would, I don't know, make myself feel better, but it hasn't. It's just caused all this stress and pain, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know if film is the thing. At CSULB College of the Arts, we are proud of our graduates who find success and fulfillment and a living wage or more while practicing their chosen art form. We are equally proud of our alumni who take the creative thinking, problem solving, flexibility, and communication skills honed in our classrooms, studios, exhibition halls, screening rooms, and stages, and apply those strengths to endeavors and careers they did not originally foresee. For the past 20 years, surveys and reports have demonstrated through statistics and anecdotes that the very skills, strategies, and strengths shaped by the continual practice of making art, be it dance, painting, sculpture, music design, theater, or film, are highly valued in the workplace and are a stronger guarantee of success in business than many traditional paths. All right, everyone, this is it. I don't know what else to say, but I'm super excited that I have been given this opportunity. It looks like there's a guarantee of success, and it says that people that go to the school earn a living wage or more in their art. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So it's official. I wanted to announce that I am going back to film school. I know, it was sudden, but it seemed like it was time. How could I turn that away? It says there's a guarantee of success. Hi, is this CSULB?
Hi, yes it is.
So my name is Christian.
Hi, Christian.
And I want to learn how to become a director.
Okay. We don't exactly do that here. It is a college, so.
Well, no, it says on your website that you do, that I could learn how to earn a living wage or more.
It's not really something that we can guarantee. It's something that's happened before sometimes in the past. Not a guarantee. So.
No, it says guarantee. It says...
Well, no. Read it again. It says that with continued practice of the arts, that could be guaranteed, but it's not really something that we can guarantee.
Well, as a university, you could teach me the critical thinking skills.
Sometimes, teaching critical thinking is hard. So, you take what you take and you get what you get. Between you and me, critical thinking isn't something that's transferred easily. You need kind of a basis of practical knowledge in order to teach that well, and we're not really interested in teaching practical knowledge, so. But we are so happy to take your first deposit. If you just want to sign up right here, everywhere there's a dotted line.
All right. And scene. All right, thank you so much, Grace. That was my 340 project, everyone. It's called Christian Goes Back to Film School. Are there any questions? I think something that I really want to make clear is that I don't hate film at all. I love film. It's my whole world. I graduated in 2017, was a video producer for a number of agencies in the fashion world until 2019 when I started directing and producing music videos and fashion films. And I was on a feature in that same year as an assistant. During the pandemic, I worked with a number of agencies to produce content, so I was an editor for that time. And most of these connections I built via DM. so don't doubt DMs, guys, it works. I've made a living in this industry as a business owner and a freelancer, and have had the most beautiful experiences of my life, really, doing this. I love film. It's my entire being. Like I said before, I've dedicated myself to becoming a director since I was 14, and I haven't wavered from that path once. For the rest of my life, I will be writing, directing, shooting, and editing till death do us part, really. So for a person that feels like I do, that has completely handed themselves over to this industry and was able to start work at a young age, I really had high expectations. It's safe to say at CSULB, expectations are built up to incoming college students. That's how I felt, and it's true for college in general. So I want to talk about college in general now. Colleges sell to you. I'm sure that a lot of you out there feel the same. And if there's clear messaging about the goals of the program, then maybe less people would feel that way. Maybe it's intentionally unclear, because maybe if the word guarantee wasn't included in the pamphlet, less students would attend. Maybe that's what the people in charge actually care about. This is a business. Costs, spending, graduation rates, attendance. These are the metrics that colleges track, not social mobility after college or improvement in critical thinking. So colleges will say whatever it takes to get you in the door. And that's the problem. As nice as it is to hold on to this myth of the utopian campus dedicated to developing the mind, and as nice as it is to perpetuate the myth of guaranteed success and a living wage, it's simply running out of steam. The benefit of attending a 4-year university declines every single year. I mean, I'm in the generation of millennials. I'm 26. We hold the smallest amount of wealth by a staggering degree. So don't give me that critical thinking develops you to crush life, because we also have the most education of any generation. I mean, look at that gap. Something's breaking, and universities are a major part of it. I'm honestly impressed by the amount of people that stand by the system and look past its failures when it's the same system that's responsible for the financial crippling of the largest generation in America. So there's a reason why I went after my college, because it represents a practice of trapping students for an education that is empirically struggling at creating a better quality of life and simultaneously advertising that it can guarantee a better quality of life. This is you and your parents' money. It's the foundation of your family and the generations that follow you. And the cost is this massive financial burden that has brought our generation to the brink time and time again. That is what bothers me so much. It's so big that our whole generation has determined success not by their quality of life after school, but by how quickly they can dig themselves out of debt from the college. In my opinion, not enough people are looking at this critically. It's bankrupt our generation. And that's why I'm not interested in laying back to hear older generations espouse their success stories of a bygone era. This doesn't apply to us anymore. An economic crisis, a pandemic, stagnating wages, growing housing costs, and rising competition. That's what we're up against. And it's our willingness to call out what's wrong and fix what's broken that will determine the type of world that those who follow us will live in. The generations before us failed, and to me, that failure sings clearest in the system of college, a place that advertises a better quality of life than puts you in a financial death grip. So again, my expectation was wrong, and it was intentionally inflated and then not delivered upon by an institution that puts business before instruction.
There is now more than $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. And this isn't just some sort of, young person millennial issue. This really touches every facet of American lives, both individuals, their communities, our economy, and our country.